Wally, Wally.
Yes.
Can I have ice cream?
No.
Can I have a pony?
No.
Can I have op?
I really wish you hadn't asked me that.
Hello, everybody. And today is the third in our series of Meet the Staff on the Minecraft server Cubeville. And today we have a very special treat for you. We've somehow talked one of our system administrators into sitting in the hot seat. Today we have our resident chaos god, the chief of mischief himself, and my personal best friend, Mr. WallyDonkey here. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. A little early. All right. So to start, did you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's WallyDonkey. I'm one of the system admins here on Cubeville, which means I get the fancy red naming tab and the ability to kill people in all kinds of unfortunate ways. You can usually find me around Arcadia, which is my town here, or village, maybe one day town, we'll see. Or if not, I'll probably be invisible off somewhere working on a project. I enjoy hanging around, killing people, having fun. So, yeah, that's me. I also bounce around a lot, which is probably going to annoy Vic while she tries to record.
You're a bug. You're clearly a bug. You're a bug because you have wings. So, obviously you have a long history with CV. What inspired you to join it?
Well, I left my last server because I became senior staff and ended up doing everything and kind of got burned out, which I guess is a familiar story. And so I just kind of headed to Google, searched for a family-friendly server, and Cubeville popped up. The first result was kind of a blog by a former member of staff, Denise. And yeah, I just was interested in Cubeville, hopped on, and have been here ever since.
Cool.
And I'm a bug because I have big googly eyes.
So when did you first start CV?
It was early May of 2016 when I first joined.
Nice.
So yeah, coming up on 4 years now.
Oh, wow. Now, lots of questions about your username. Why donkey specifically? Why not a mule, a deer, a moose?
Well, I used to play a role-playing game online called Renaissance Kingdoms, and I lived in Scotland in that game and was in a clan, and we all had kind of nicknames based on characters from the Donkey Kong game franchise. And so as the leader of that clan, I was Donkey. So the name actually comes from Donkey Kong rather than Donkey the animal. But I don't mind that everyone deifies me in the form of a donkey, so, I'll take it.
Now, mind you, you've also been asked if you have a pet donkey in Minecraft.
Yeah, I actually have 4. People tend to give me donkeys all the time, or people that keep their own pet donkeys named Wally. I have 4. They live in my concrete maker room, just because they kept wandering in there, so they just kind of live in there now. So yeah, there's 4 donkeys down there.
All right, let's go check them out. So you've got an impressive donkey collection here, I gotta say.
Well, thank you. We got Burrito, Eo, Little Donkey, and this one is named From Marie to WallyDonkey.
None of them are actually named Wally, go figure.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a bit grandiose to have a donkey named after yourself. I leave other people to have WallyDonkeys.
Now, do you like mules?
Yeah, mules are fine. I could take them or leave them, really.
Fair enough. Now, you've also been asked, what's your favorite color?
In case you can't tell from my skin, it would be green. Particularly this shade of green.
Nice. Now, let's get into a bit of an IRL topic. Now, there are rumors, I don't know who is spreading them, that you apparently descended from heaven on a cloud. However, I have it on good authority that you were born like the rest of us, and that's a pretty funny story from what I understand.
Yeah, real life. My parents were on holiday in Wales with my aunt and uncle about just under a month before I was due. And my mum went into labour. They were in rural North Wales, a couple of hours from the nearest hospital. And so I was delivered by my aunt on the farm. She had experience delivering lambs, so it wasn't completely new to her. But yeah, I was the first human that she brought into the world.
That's awesome. All right, and now speaking of cute things, tell us about your dog.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about me. Yeah, so I have a dog, Bruce. He's a Saluki Border Collie cross. He's very cute. Also kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. If you leave him alone too long, he'll kind of, chew up the furniture and what have you. But yeah, on the whole, he's a good dog. But yeah, he sleeps most of the day, so we walk for about 2 or 3 hours in the morning, and then he just kind of sleeps through until dinner time. He's actually asleep behind me right now, and he'll probably stay that way for the next 7 or 8 hours.
Oh. So we've talked about Bruce, good boy, and we've talked about your donkey collection in Minecraft. Now, in Minecraft, do you have any other pets?
No, it's literally just the donkeys. I tend to forget about pets if I make them in Minecraft, so I just find it easier not to bother in the first place. So, yeah, it's just the donkeys.
Okay, well, stemming off of that, what is your favorite Minecraft cat?
I mean, I don't really like the Minecraft cats, so none of them.
All right.
They just kind of get in the way, sit on your chests.
Ah.
They send the friendly creepers running, and they just kind of want to hug, so it's kind of a bit mean.
All right. Now, what is your favorite hostile Minecraft mob?
It's probably the Shulker. They're kind of fun to play with while they're alive. They send you floating around, and they make really useful storage solutions when they're dead. So, yeah, win-win with that mob.
All right. Do you prefer horses or llamas?
Probably llamas. I'm not a big fan of horses. They kind of steal credit when it comes to the equine world.
Now, you've been asked, what is your favorite town in Cubeville? With the caveat, it can't be one of your own.
I mean, that's fine, because I don't actually have a town. Probably Aquamare. It's one of the more unique towns I've seen around. I really enjoyed the building style. And they have a shrine to me at the town centre, so, that's got to win them some points, right? So yeah, I'd say Aquamare.
Huh.
I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but there you go.
Now, please explain to our viewers spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets, like what are they, or why do I enjoy them?
The latter.
I mean, I enjoy things are logical and rational, and spreadsheets are kind of the epitome of that. They can make a lot of things in life easier. You can automate all kinds of things. I mean, I use them for things like my budgeting, all kinds of game things. And obviously I work with spreadsheets all the time for my day job. So yeah, I mean, spreadsheets are pretty awesome.
For the record, I sent the questions for this interview to him, and he reformatted them as a spreadsheet.
I mean,
a color-coded spreadsheet with drop-down menus.
Optimization is key, Efficiency.
So do you prefer mermaids or coal? Asks a completely unbiased viewer.
I'd say coal, just because I enjoy burning it to annoy MP.
I feel like that answer will go over better than than intended. Now you've also been asked, where is WallyDonkey's body?
I don't know why they phrase it as a body. He's still alive. He's just on vacation until next summer. So. You know, his body is probably somewhere in the Bahamas enjoying pina coladas by the beach.
Sounds like the life.
Yeah.
So what's life like as a donkey?
I mean, I'm not a donkey in a sense I feel like the question intended, but life as Wally, who has donkey in his name, is pretty good. Yeah, life's fine. Can't complain.
Cool. Now, why do you like the TV show Love Island so much?
I feel like I know who asked this question. I was somewhat forced into watching the program by a former girlfriend of mine, and it's kind of become a guilty pleasure since then to watch it. It's kind of amusing to see how different kinds of people are living, and they are definitely different kinds of people.
Ah. Now, another anonymous viewer, definitely not the same one, would like to know, do you have to use some kind of special toothpaste for your tusks?
Same I. For the last time, I'm not a walrus.
Now, you've also been asked, what is your favorite language?
Probably Hausa, which is a Nigerian dialect, just because it's quite amusing to just occasionally speak in Hausa to my Nigerian friends and see their reaction when their whiter than white English friend suddenly breaks out in Hausa.
That's awesome. Now, do you have a favorite flower in Minecraft? And if so, what is it? Or IRL?
Yeah, in Minecraft, it's probably the blue orchid. I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people's favorite flower. It's kind of a very kind of unique color, I guess. IRL, probably the Oriental poppy. Growing up, my nan's garden was full of them, so kind of enjoyed them ever since. And it's one of the few plants I've managed to keep alive myself. So Oriental poppy for the win.
Now, what is your biggest project this map? When did you start it, and what inspired you to start it?
We're standing in my biggest project this map, which would be the village of Arcadia. It's kind of my only survival project this map. Kind of between being admin and then SA, you don't really get that much time for personal builds, so it's still a work in progress. I was kind of inspired by the old towns of, kind of Dragonvale, mainly kind of divided into districts. So Arcadia kind of has distinct districts with its own build style and different people that are kind of in charge of them. That was kind of what I was inspired by. And it's a nice place, but could definitely use a lot more work.
Now, have you thought about what you want to build and where you want to build next map?
I think I'd like to pick up maybe an ice biome. I really like the new villager textures, particularly the kind of cold biome ones with their cool little blue coats and stuff. So I'd like to build something ice themed with some kind of villager village incorporated into the build. So that's probably what I'll be looking to make next map.
Now, why are you a nub?
I think we're born that way. We're all nubs. And so I'm a nub, you're a nub. Everywhere a nub.
All right, now to you, what is the biggest difference between nub and noob?
I think nub is an affectionate nickname we have for each other on Cubeville, whereas noob is kind of, not too bad of a name, but it kind of has a negative connotation to it of you're bad at the game. Whereas nub is just a friendly term we have here.
All right. So what do you do for work?
Okay, I am a data analyst for my local police force. So I kind of do statistics and help out with kind of intelligence and analysis in certain cases or larger projects. So a lot of work with spreadsheets, basically.
Okay, and what kind of car do you drive?
It's a Dacia Duster. So it's kind of like a 4x4, really, which comes in handy because I live in the countryside. So kind of little country lanes everywhere.
Huh. Handy. All right. Now, what is your favorite kind of animal?
I mean, to own would be a dog, obviously, because I have one. In general, favorite animal, probably tiger, although I wouldn't want to own one of those.
I respect that. All right. Now, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Creating force fields which are able to be kind of flexible and used in creative ways. So, wrap one around yourself to be able to fly and what have you. It'd be pretty cool. It's kind of cheating because you kind of gain multiple abilities in one, but there you go. There was no limiter on the question.
All right. And if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Part of me wants to be a weeb and just say Japan because, anime, all that good stuff. Otherwise, probably back to Nigeria. I had real fun there. Met some really cool people, and it'd be cool to just kind of go back there, catch up with everyone.
Neat.
I'll make it snowing. Yeah, we should make it snowing.
So, while we're here in the farmlands, which you, of course had to stop and regen while we were filming. Always on the job. That makes me want to ask, what made you agree to doing essay work?
I mean, it's just kind of an extension of the work I'm doing. I just have abilities to do it with. So it was just kind of a logical choice to say yes for me. I enjoy doing the work, and I can do more of the work faster with the essay ability. And, more abilities to troll people with, which are always useful.
Nice. So, what would you consider the biggest difference between you and any other essays?
Probably I'm the only one, I think, foolish enough to try and maintain survival world projects alongside staff work. And as you've seen, it's kind of not really balancing out that well. But I try.
So how did you become an essay?
I mean, there was fire involved. I was kind of thrown in, and I just emerged with the red name. It's pretty cool.
Cool. All right. Now, speaking of you becoming an essay, can you describe your promo days? Mod, admin, and essay?
Yeah. I mean, so start with mod. Clicky appeared while I was mining quartz in the nether and just said, "Hey, do you want to be staff?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, that sounds okay." And then suddenly I was TP'd away to I don't remember the temporary spleef arena from last
Yes.
map. And there was just cake everywhere. And Honey was there. She got promoted to mod the same day, so we were kind of promo buddies. And fun story, Clicky put a mod banner on my head without saying anything, removing my fire protection helmet. So when I went back to mining in another, I very quickly died to lava and lost all my stuff because I didn't realize I no longer had fire protection. So
Oh, no.
that was a fun consequence of getting stuff.
Oh.
S-Mod, I don't super remember the S-Mod promo really, except that I'm pretty sure it was also at a temporary spleef arena, and again, Honey was my promo buddy, so we made S-Mod together. The admin one I do distinctly remember because I was busy working on CV6. It was kind of the middle of the night for me, and Freddie lured me onto normal CV with some ridiculous made-up story that I would never have fallen for if it wasn't the middle of the night. And the next thing I knew, there was fireworks going off and people saying congratulations. And I had my old computer at that point, so I crashed multiple times during the promotion due to all the fireworks in the background.
Oh.
And then when that was done, I just kind of went back to working on CV6, but this time with additional abilities, so it was way easier. So yeah, I was quite glad of that promotion. And then the SA promotion, equally, I fell for a dumb story to log on to the server. I kind of should have learned from my admin, but I didn't. I was told that Inna and Snook wanted to be shown around the new drop town, Rivenshire, which had just opened and which I was the mayor of. So I logged on. I still wasn't suspicious when I saw like half a dozen essay tab. And the next thing I knew, I was at Spawn in CBC, standing on top of it with a red name and red fireworks going off everywhere. And I had upgraded my computer by this point, so I fortunately didn't crash during that promotion.
Oh, good.
And that one came as a real shock to me. It seemed like a lot of other people were predicting it, but yeah, for me, the essay promotion was probably the biggest surprise out of the bunch. But yeah, some interesting promos.
Now, speaking of promotions, when you made essay, what did you do to the blue named Wally?
I'm afraid I can't reveal that. It's kind of a state secret. All will be revealed at the right time. That's what I can say.
Now, you have been asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome is Kitty?
I'd say like a solid 9.8. There's room for improvement, but pretty awesome overall, yeah.
Alright. Now, speaking of Kitty, will you help her study?
It depends what she's studying for, really. I mean, history is kind of my jam, so yeah, history. I would help study. Anything else, probably finds something.
Meh. One of your moderators has submitted the question, wanting to know, why do you call them minions? The mods?
Because, I mean, they're my minions. They do work for me. It's kind of self-explanatory, really.
Now, on a more serious note, what's your favorite memory on Cubeville?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably one of my best memories is actually really early in my time on CV, and was one of the things that inspired me to stay here rather than check other servers out. I just started building in the jungle, and my neighbor, who first got me evicted for building too close to them, lent me a beacon and a full set of iron blocks to make it a complete beacon, so I could dig my hole in the ground to live in. That was pretty awesome that my neighbor just kind of appeared and was like, hey, you have all this stuff to get you started. And, I really appreciated that. And, it's one of the key things that made me stick around. So it's probably one of my best memories of CV.
Ah! Wally!
You take damage. Awesome.